Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. We're going to be testing out a new fit for alpha clones for the Guristas Hunt. This is not a destroyer anymore, no, we're in a frigate. This is the Punisher, and I was thinking the Punisher could have some good potential in these sites actually, because it's like a little brother of the Retribution. The Retribution does so well in the ship, that's sort of how I started thinking about it. But it's actually overall got like a really good profile or stats that make it great for this site. So since it's a MAR base, it'll primarily be doing EM damage, which is good in these sites. Since the Guristas, the majority of their tank is in the shields, and the shields in this case, not usually, Guristas NPCs generally speaking don't behave like this, but in the Hunt they have the lowest resist in their EM resist profile. So that's why this is really great, because we're going to be doing a lot of EM damage here. We'll be doing a lot of damage to them. Then as well, stuff is up close. We're able to do a lot of damage with our pulse lasers. Then we also have some sick resists, some really great resists. Reactive armor hardener over here will be bumping out some serious resists right here. I was thinking of going with the dual armor pairs, and this perhaps would be better, but I decided to go with a single rep reactive armor hardener, sort of imitate the retribution I use just as much as possible. And then I guess the biggest difference will be that we're doing less DPS in the retribution, and then they will also have a tiny bit shorter range. But the issue is, I had a bit of a hard time getting this ship to be cap stable with the dual armor reps like this. So then I was thinking, okay, maybe we could just stick with the reactive armor hardener and then have one rep but be cap stable in that way. We could as well do something like this. We put like a reactive armor hardener here. Then I have the best of both worlds. Reactive armor hardener plus 2 reps. Oh wait, almost. Could perhaps put a compact 1mm right here. Compact. Then we can fit it just about. And then we can put some capacitor control circuits here. So it takes 2 ones to get some more capacitor. But still, like, I don't like this margin right here. It doesn't feel so good to me because we'll be not having such a good cap stability here with the 2 reps on. And I remember with the Dragoon we were using before, it didn't turn out too well when I was using the style where I was using 1 armor repair all the time, and then sometimes I used 2. I mean, it did work out, but I feel like we're imitating the Dragoon a bit, and I don't know how that's going to turn out. I feel like it might be better to just go with 1 rep and use really good resists, because we take certain resist damages all the time, but still we get more HP per second. I want to imitate the retribution is what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to do right here. This could be definitely an alternative, and it might even be better since we got a ton more repping power. But I mean, if this finishes it or it gets through well, then I definitely think that should be able to do it as well. One benefit also of our fit is it's a bit cheaper, 10 million ISK, so we're using these Tech 1 capacitor control circuits and still are able to be cap stable. There's many factors when I try to make fits. Trying to make fits that have certain qualities to get the job done, but then also to have the price be at a certain level as well. Okay, let's go here to Ikuchi.
Warp drive active.
Initially I had a thought of having Tech 2 capacitor control circuits here, but then I just realized I'm cap stable anyway, so it's alright. It feels good though using 2 reps, because then I'll be able to use more of the power grid, because we've got a lot of power grid to spare here. But it could alleviate some fitting problems if people have fitting problems with this. I hope this goes good. We've got more DPS, although we'll have a lot more DPS than the Dragoon I had before, because the issue with the Dragoon was that it had similar DPS, tiny bit. I think it was, what's the DPS? No, the Dragoon had a tiny bit less DPS, but the issue was it was not applying a lot of it. The drones were 1 and the missiles were 1, but the pulse lasers they was using didn't hit anything, and then this caused so that it was basically like 150 DPS because the pulse lasers weren't doing anything. So we're doing quite a bit more damage than the Dragoon. So hopefully the tank will be in the form of offense. Like, we'll have good offense and it'll increase our survivability because we're destroying stuff fast. Because that's the thing with the Kikimora. I use the Kikimora. It doesn't have a particularly good tank, but it works really well in getting the job done. The Retribution as well, it's not even cap stable and it's got a single armor repair, but is able to like get through these sites really well just because it's able to just kill stuff really quickly. Let's get in close. And we're going to try moving all the time because we're quite quick in the Punisher as well. Oh, that was fast. 1k a second with the Afterburner, so that's really nice, but I mean, we're not going to be able to go particularly fast with the webs on the grid like we've got here. So it may be an option to remove the prop and just could have, I don't know, another cat battery or something, and then you could have an even stronger ship or tank. I don't know. But it seems to be holding up pretty good so far. So far, so good. Just when those cruisers come in, I'm a bit worried. But we are able to, I think, avoid a lot of the damage of the cruisers if we just keep our speed up. And getting close. I was going to try approaching everything because we have very short range of this conflag right here. So it'll be important just to get the maximum DPS by getting close. We'll just approach everything. I think that'll go good. Claim reward. Okay, that was pretty smooth. Pretty smooth right there. First wave. Let's see if we can encounter some bigger waves that can give us maybe some bigger trouble. Ooh, that's some big resist we got right here. 70% kinetic. Go for this worm. I think the worms do a lot of damage. Destroyers as well. Let's go. Okay, seem to be tanking decently. Kestrel does hardly any damage. We'll go for the Destroyer next. Yeah, this goes pretty well. I wonder how that it'll do against the Jackdaw. Perhaps we will also be able to avoid some damage with the Jackdaw. I think the Jackdaw uses light missiles, and light missiles usually have pretty good application to small stuff, but if we're going to be a tiny bullet of a frigate with an Afterburner, it might be able to mitigate some damage, because I noticed in the Abyss at least, when I'm shooting light missiles against... oh, we should not bump into the gate right here. When I'm shooting light missiles against small NPC frigates, then I do not actually get always perfect application. It's almost perfect, but not fully perfect. Okay, now they're deciding to go away fast. Oh no, Kikimora! I don't need a Kikimora to just mess up our test right here. Oh, but I'm a Punisher, I want to do my sight. We need to do our test. Let's align out. Align out to see if we can still get to the... I mean, imagine if we're able to outcompete this guy. If we just ignore, maybe, the initial boss, we can just go to the next room. Then we can see if we can snag that Jackdaw. That would be quite cool, I will say. Where's the Kikimora? He seems to be chilling over there, so he might be not bothering. Oh no, I don't want to lock him up. Don't want to lock him up. Okay, he seems to be wanting to have all the attention right here. What's our range with our Scorch? 1411 kilometers. Many people have told me that, oh, you can't use as an alpha clone Tech 2 weapons. You can actually use Tech 2 weapons. It was initially when alpha clones were released in 2016, then you weren't able to use Tech 2 weapons, but they changed it actually in 2017. You could use then Tech 2 guns, so it's quite cool. On cruisers and frigates though, it was not on the battleships. How much DPS do we have overheated? 240, okay. Decent. So we would hopefully be able to take out the Jackdaw before the Kikimora comes. Hopefully. We've not been having so many cruisers come in here. I think what we could test out is that, I mean, if we manage to snag the Jackdaw, we can still do more sites just with the, because I've only got one key right here, where we can test out against like these initial waves, because I think these are going to pose the biggest threat to the Punisher, because we're anyway going to test out the Jackdaw when we warp in here, assuming this Kikimora doesn't interfere. Oh, there's two Kikimoras. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No. Now, very likely at least one of them will want to go for the Jackdaw now. I was thinking, okay, maybe they won't all want to go for the Jackdaw, but 2 increases the likelihood of at least one of them wanting to go for it. There he is, the boss right there. Boss is incoming. Let's align out to this gate right here. Let's go. Go, go, go.
Warp drive.
Conflag overheated. Let's go. Someone even stole it. Okay, let's go. We're going to take out this guy quickly. Hopefully quickly. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Lock up, lock up, lock up, lock up. And overheat. Okay, overheat. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. We're not able to overheat as much as Omega clones because Alpha clones don't have the max thermodynamic skill, but it seems to be going pretty good. Seems to be going pretty good. We're able to outcompete these Kikimuras, sort of outcompete, like snagging the Jackdaw like this if we were to have the key. Okay, we are reacting like this, reacting with the reactive armor hardener. Stop overheating now because we don't want to burn out our guns. Great, we managed to with a basic Punisher. Oh, 30 million ISK. Oh, there's the skin. So the skin has probably gone down a lot in price for this event. Yeah, you see the buy orders are really low now. Because usually when you see a skin that's worth a lot, we're like, oh, it's worth a lot of this skin. It's because they probably had this skin in a previous event, and then it's been a long time since that previous event, so the price in the skin went up because the skin became more rarer. Now they've released it again in a new event, and then the price hasn't updated. So this is the common trend I see with events, that you see very expensive skins that are actually not worth a whole lot. But that was cool, that was cool. The Punisher was able to get the Jackdaw done. Let's repair up our guns. We can go and test out against some of the basic spawns in maybe a quieter region of space. Or we can actually do them at a decent space without people interfering. Okay, let's go to maybe Turianas. There we go. Go there. Well, that's good, that's good. I'm very happy about that. This is a proper brick right here, this ship. I mean, we've earned 3 times, or if the skin was the price, it would be 3 times the amount of our ship's worth. Let's see, without the skin, how much is it? Okay, we hardly got anything. 2 million ISK from this loot right here. They may as well could have been a C3-X. We could have got 150 million ISK right there. I always thought the Punisher is like pretty bad frigate, but for PvE it's actually pretty decent. I mean, it's got some decent tanking capabilities and you get some decent DPS as well. It's just pretty basic, quite limiting with those 2 mid slots. But I really felt the offense doing a lot here because we're killing stuff quick. So even if we saw that a lot of incoming damage was going on, we were able to take out stuff relatively quickly. So it was not feeling like we were taking a whole lot of damage. We might be able to do that strategy with the Dragoon, but really the Dragoon has a hard time getting very high DPS. I notice. Unless you have no tank. Here we actually have a significant tank and a lot of DPS. Nothing in Turiaina. So about Umpas? No, Erlen. Where can we go to find some sites? Maybe Uminas over here. Seems like a pretty remote region of space. One small benefit of the Punisher or frigate in general over a destroyer like the Dragoon, got a bit of a quicker warp speed. See, now we have 5 AU per second in the Punisher, and the Dragoon has 4.5, so a little bit quicker. Retribution, I think, is pretty fast. It has even quicker, I think. It is Tech 2 ship. Usually they have a bit quicker. Yeah, 5.5. No sights. Need more sights. Ulu. We go to Ulu. Ah, we can see here a Kikimora, so we know what's going to happen. We know what it means. When we see a Kikimora, we know what that means. A Kikimora. Yep. Kikimoras are everywhere. Let's skip this. And Uminas has got one. That's great. Okay, let's go. Let's hope that there's no Kikimoras. They never end. Okay, great. There's just a bunch of orcas farming here, I think. Let's get in there. Just approach them. Afterburner on. Turn on armor repair. This guy doesn't seem to want to hit. Yeah, there we go. When they get too close, you can't really hit properly. Mysterious capsule destroyed. It's hard to find those mysterious capsules. Very, very difficult. No problem, it seems. Just slapping these guys really quick with the Punisher. The beast that it is. And even though we're quite slow, like with the web, we're still decent speed. Like we're slowed. Even though we're slowed to quite a big degree with the web, we're still actually decently fast because we're by default we go 1k a second with the ship. It's a very quick ship, this Punisher. I think Assault frigates tend to be on the bit of a slower side since they're quite heavy. Or almost 1k a second, 900 meters a second. With a Tech 2 Afterburner we would be 1k a second at least. But we're using a Tech 1. You can't use Tech 2s as the alpha clone. I tend to focus on cormorants and worms first because they seem to do a lot of the damage. We can orbit this. Blackbird at a really close range. Yeah, it seems to be hardly doing any damage to this guy now that we're orbiting very close. Doing a bit of damage, but he's doing explosive as well, which is our worst resistance, but it's going alright. Yeah, this feels really solid actually. I'm really happy with this Punisher right here. Like, I would have never expected the Punisher to be good. So I was just thinking, what would be a good ship if I were to not go with the Dragoon that Alpha Clones could use that is cheap at the same time? Worms would be good. All Tech 2 frigates could be good, but you can't use them as an Alpha Clone. So oh, what could I use? I could use a Punisher. They like annihilate them so quick. Oh. Okay, now we've got, I think, probably the second last wave. Go for these Cormorants first. Well, this Condor over here is really close and personal. Just wipes him off the grid. The same way with this Cormorant right here. Such a beast. Getting some really good resists as well. See, what do our resist look like? 68, 63. Okay, it's not so high resist, but it's significant resist. Let's see now if it's altering anything. It's quite equal right now. Popped, just like that. Okay, I think the boss should be now. No, almost. I thought the boss would be now, but no, that's not the case. Go for these core axes and worms. Approach this guy. Oof, like half his shield in one volley. And go for this worm afterwards. Use the armor repair. It's good to use the armor repair, you know, you need to... Oh, we're taking a lot of damage now. Yeah, it's good to use the armor repair, you know, so you can rep up yourself. Oh, we're taking... What the heck? Oh. Where is that damage coming from? Oh, Guristas automated, that's where it's coming from. No, no, no. And then there's a Kikimura, obviously, just had to rub it into my face right there. How did I not see the Guristas? That's why. Oh. Oh, that's so frustrating right there. I thought that... I was thinking, how are these Korax and worms doing so much damage? And then it was just because the automated guy was there all the time. Let's look here at the logs, messages, what was happening right here. Yeah, so like a big chunk of damage was coming from that Guristas automated. Yeah. I think it can handle it. I think it can handle it. I'll just be stupid right there. I did not see the boss. Oh, I'm pretty happy. I'm still, even though I lost the ship, I'm still very happy with the Punisher. I'm very impressed with this little, strong little ship right here. Very cool little brick. So I think that'll be enough for now. A lot of testing, but we can at least manage to take out the Jackdaw for sure. And I'm pretty sure we'll be able to do that if we just paid a bit more attention to the grid that we had right there and used our armor repairs when we're supposed to use them. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.